alternate land.
They don't want to ride with me now because I said that.
I'll walk home. Javan don't know.
That nigga
what?
crazy.
Javan don't know what. Hey, your headphones working, mine?
Yeah, all right. I'll walk. Why you get offended?
What?
Can you change the background?
What? Why I get offended?
No, save it. Man.
You got a Cubs hat on with White Sox colors.
Save it. I'm finna give it right back to you. Same thing.
Fuck is this shit, dog? Hey, man.
That nigga. Wait, is we going?
He never stopped the button.
Yeah,
shit been recording.
This.
My shit at, man. I deal with this shit, man. I gave him all my goddamn weed. Dude, you know what?
Yeah, no. This nigga don't watch the Bears, bro. I don't think he know nothing about what's going on with the Bears, bro. Huh? You got on the Bears show. Definitely you. But look at him. You don't know nothing about the Bears.
What you know about the Bears, dog?
George Hallis. Then they had Gail Sayers. Then they had Mike Singletary. And then Richard Dent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had dinner with Richard Dent.
I don't think it was Richard Dent.
Hey, how tall are you?
6'1.5".
So I did not. It'd be real weird when you see, let's say, athletes outside in public. They be big as fuck.
Huge.
Like.
They be long and tall.
I'm like, good pause. I'm like I'm like on my best, 5'10", 5'10" and a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And as much taller you are over me, even size-wise, this man was like fucking Bigfoot, G. This motherfucker was tall, and I was like, goddamn, hey, Rich.
And what was his position?
D.
Speaking of.
Think about that. That's crazy.
We need him to come back. We need him to suit up.
He was
because we short of defensive end.
He was easily 6'5". With that don't change. In the league, I'm gonna put it at about 275, 6'5", 275.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Their DEs aren't there are the in-between understanding, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll find a smaller, lighter linebacker, per se, depending on what you're playing, until you get to something like Mac, playing the 3-4 outside. You know what I'm saying?
Mac who? He don't play for the Bears no more.
I didn't say anybody who actually played. I'm talking about as far as the position is concerned.
I thought we were talking about the Bears.
Him being an outside.
I told you this nigga don't know nothing about the Bears.
Him being an outside linebacker, where he's at, he's still the edge rusher on the 3-4 defense, where we have been accustomed to the 4-3.
Yeah.
The big DEs on the side. I'm just showing the difference in between the two. Where I just saw Richard Dent at about 6'6", 275. I've shook hands and smoked. Well, we ain't gonna talk about all that with Lance Briggs. Lance Briggs is like 1.5 inches taller than me, but playing linebacker. It's a big difference.
Yeah. With that being said, though, do we need a defensive end now like Richard Dent, or do we need something else?
We need a defensive end, period. I don't know.
What kind of end, though?
Well, okay.
A Dallas Turner or a Jared Verse?
The difference in the two is what?
Dallas Turner is more of the type of linebacker edge.
Okay. Then the other
hybrid.
Talking about then the other guy. You know why?
Yeah.
Because what you just said. Same thing I was saying about with Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack on the line, if we playing 4-3, probably wouldn't work. When he was here, we played a 3-4. Where that makes a whole lot of difference in how you're rushing and going towards the quarterback. If you are if that's what you're on, if you are the pass rusher.
Yeah.
A 4-3 big. If you're gonna do that, we all gotta have tanks. When we had that, when it really worked like that, with Lovey, went to the Super Bowl, Tommy Harris, Who the fuck? We had 2 dogs on the end. My point being that they were all bigger than Khalil Mack, who honestly is just an outside linebacker. He's not a defensive end. Depending on how you gonna
now they
how that
have
works.
now outside linebacker, defensive end, and edge are 3 different positions.
I disagree. They all the same.
Where they're classified because edge is its own thing now. It's edge. They literally have it as edge.
What's
So
the defensive end?
defensive end is more of Richard Dent. And the theory behind
Where was he? Was he on the edge?
He was an end, but on the edge. But now edges are considered strictly pass rushers.
See?
So, but to what you were saying, right? The theory, I believe the theory behind it is if you have a defensive end on one side, you don't want that same thing on the other side. You want you want the opposite on the other side, which is why some people will lean towards Dallas Turner instead of Verse.
But why? No, I hear what you said, and I still say, but why?
Jared Verse ran a I think a 4.58. I think Dallas Turner ran a 4.6. A 4.46.
In pass?
This is at the combine.
So no pass, no hits.
No pass, no hit.
Excuse me. You would agree that changes the scenario a little bit, right? What does the in-game footage say?
What's what?
What does the in-game footage say?
Oh, the tape. I mean, everybody's saying Dallas Turner is the number 1 defensive end, should be the number 1. I like Jared Verse.
Why?
But then everybody like...
Why do you like Jared Verse, though?
It's a number of reasons. For one, he feels more like a Chicago Bear. I think he's stronger than Dallas Turner. And his hustle is a little bit more...
But yet Dallas Turner actually...
He went to Alabama, so
he reduces better. You like the kid's motor over here, but dude produces better, yes? So which one? You gonna go with? You gonna go with
I wouldn't say he produces better.
Well,
but Dallas Turner came from Alabama. He played at Alabama.
Okay.
Jared Verse came from a smaller school and worked his way up to Florida, and then.
So you like the kid's work ethic?
I like his work ethic.
Gotcha. Are you gonna put it over that kid from Alabama?
I probably would.
Because of his work ethic?
Not just because of his work ethic.
I
think he's stronger than Dallas Turner.
How?
His ability to collapse the pocket.
On the edge.
Coming off the edge. But with his strength, well, he's probably a little bit too small to ever go in as a 3 tech. But with his strength, he's a strong kid. I don't want Luau Tatu, whatever the nigga's name out of UCLA. I don't want him.
I've never, and you know what? I agree with you on that because I don't see what the big draw is with bro.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like somebody who's gone to a big university. You know what I'm saying, and found a good PR team to make them. Because
they just tried to make him retire from football about a year or 2 ago.
I'm looking at the demo and it's like,
now if he's there in the second round, I'd get him.
I feel the same way about Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want him?
Do I want him for who? The Bears?
Yes.
No.
That's right.
That doesn't make sense.
Good answer.
Well, I mean, I'm be honest with you. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
If you do, I have to ask you, okay, great. What is your goal?
Mm-hmm.
And as far as like folks like Waddle and Sylvie and all the other talking head puns in Chicago and this or that or whatever, the idea is, well, I'm chasing greatness. Chasing greatness won't win you no ball games. The Bears won 7 games officially this year. Mm-hmm. And if you watch all the games, they could have won 10.
Yeah.
So you sit and you say, if the Bears won 10 games in the same, because they would still be in the same position that they're in right now.
Yeah.
Would you draft a quarterback or would you go and get maybe the biggest haul in anything history? And we've seen what Pose has done with the last Joan. This is what I do not really agree or really like. The idea of, because I've had the 2 number 1 picks back to back, I have to do this.
I have to do that.
I have to do what's best for
the
my team.
Well, I think they told you when they fired Getsy where they thought the problem lied, right? I think they told you. And speaking to that, chasing greatness. Won't going shopping in Ohio be chasing greatness?
Stupid.
It would definitely be chasing greatness because Marvin Harrison Jr. is definitely great.
Big bro.
And he's more of a sure thing than Caleb Williams.
Big bro, who's number 1 on everyone's board?
As far as
Best overall player.
the best player is Marvin Harrison. The number 1 pick is Caleb Williams.
Listen to what I'm saying. The number 1 pick is usually for people who actually own quarterbacks, who actually need quarterbacks. Most of the time when it's not a quarterback pick and the number 1 pick, do you know who's actually picked?
Most of the time. It's normal. If it's not a quarterback, it's the best player in the draft. And that's normally a edge or something like that. There's only been 1 wide receiver picked, and that was Keyshawn Johnson.
I agree. So
How many years ago was that?
almost 20.
And I don't know right offhand, but I'm sure we can find if since then was every number 1 pick a quarterback?
No, which goes back to my point. If we went back 30 years, go 30 years from right now.
Yeah.
If you don't go quarterback, number 1 pick, what is it?
It's the best player in the draft of whoever he is, bro.
It's not.
For me, it is. If I'm not picking a quarterback at 1, right, and I have to pick, or am I trading? I have to pick.
Yes.
It's going to be the best player in the draft, or I'm trading the pick.
Watch this. 30 years. 30 years. Last 30 years. Number one is offensive tackle.
At 1? Who was the last? Was it Orlando Pace? And who was after that? Tackle at 1. Picked at 1. And was Orlando Pace picked at 1?
He was.
He was?
Give me a second. Chocolate was good.
I think what the Bears should do, bro, they should definitely, and this is what ensures me that they're going to do this, right? The man traded 2 picks. He traded the 5th round pick and a 4th round pick to leave us with 4. He's definitely going to pick up more draft capital.
Is he?
Yes, he is. I don't think he wants Caleb Williams either. If he drafts a quarterback this year, it's going to be either Jaden Daniels, J.J. McCarthy, or Joe Milton later in 4th round somewhere down there. I see that man trading back 1. I see him trading back 1. Now, what he's trading back 1 for, I know it's going to be a haul of picks, but I don't know how far back he want to go. I hope he don't go past 3.
The idea is the first 3 picks should be quarterbacks, right?
That's the idea, but Marvin Harrison going to leave at 4, and I don't think the Cardinals going to trade with him because they don't want a quarterback.
Oh, they want Marvin Harrison.
So they won't trade with him. So we can't go past 3.
Okay, so watch this. This is when the art of what Pose is on, I like and I don't like.
Okay.
He's playing the poker hand perfectly.
Perfectly.
He's playing the poker hand
perfectly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But you already know what you're going to do for the most part.
I think he does.
All you're doing is moving leverage.
Well, do you think he? Because he hasn't went to pro days. So, do you really think he knows already?
Yes. No.
I think he knows he don't want Caleb Williams. I don't think he knows who he wants outside of that, though.
So this is when I come to you.
Mm-hmm.
You are my young starting quarterback, this or that or whatever.
I'm Justin Fields.
And I say, you have to trust me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got to trust me on this one. I have no intentions on moving you at all.
You think he said that to them?
The reason I think that is because there were a lot of quarterbacks that moved last week.
There was a few.
Kenny Pickett just moved two days ago to Philly.
No, he moved to Washington.
He moved to Philly.
Kenny Pickett from Pittsburgh? He moved to Washington.
He moved to Philly for a 4th and a 5th round pick. Who was drafted in 20?
Yeah, I did. That dude. I think the pick's out.
Who was drafted in 2022, a year after Justin Fields, which would kind of set the market or give you an understanding of what Justin Fields' worth would be. Mm-hmm. If you say, I'm going to give you a 4th and a 5th, that means Justin Fields can command a 3rd. These people rather sign people who are less than.
He moved to the Eagles.
Yes, who are less than Justin Fields because Justin Fields was never on the table. It sounds good until it's not. It's playing poker.
Yeah, he's definitely playing poker. But I don't think he told Justin Fields, I'm not going to trade you.
No. This and you know what makes me think that much that he did when Justin Fields muted his social media accounts of the Chicago Bears. Because the idea is, I'm about to tell you right now, it's about to get real nasty. I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't moving you. But I have to do these. I have to do these things.
You think that's when he told him at that point? Or he told him earlier?
He may have told him earlier and reinforced it here on the side of this the end game, kid.
Because like a week before that, he was on Amon-Ra St. Brown's and
right.
And his brother's podcast where he was talking to the point of, I just want them to do whatever if they're gonna trade me or not.
Right. He didn't say nothing detrimental or this or that or whatever. The same way that Pose to sit there and be like, you may want to just take away your social media shit because they're gonna talk about you.
I like that theory. I like that theory
all day. They're gonna talk about you.
I want to believe that that's true
all day. What you need to do, kid, is listen to me.
I want to believe that that's true.
All I'm doing is doing my job and driving up to help you.
I want to believe that that's true.
You sit there and you trade a 4th round pick for Keenan Allen.
Good trade. Good trade.
It really pisses me off when I talk to Chicago fans about their sports teams.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they actually do a good job in what they're trying to do. Do you know how many people had a problem with the Bears sending a 4th round pick to get Keenan Allen?
I don't know what they smoking.
The idea here is, then what do you want? What do you want?
Well, if they're looking at it like, you know what? This means they're not going to draft MHJ.
That makes zero sense.
Well, I can see how the layman would think that way, though. Like, this means we're not going to get one of the top 3.
Stupid.
This means...
In fact, this means we are definitely drafting a wide receiver.
This means we're definitely not drafting Caleb Williams.
We're definitely not drafting Caleb Williams.
We only got 4 picks.
Tell you why?
That first pick is gone.
We have 4 picks. Steven, you don't really care this much about that way or that way, but you would probably be with that one of the best GMs ever. You would. Because your
ability to take the emotion out of it.
All that. What are we talking about? We talking about 2 things: bottom line and wins, right? So, if I can cut this or that as far as my bottom line, and I still get the same amount of wins.
What do you do with
I've
one?
actually won here because now I'm not as much in the red off the understanding of the bottom line.
What do you do with one?
I'm gone.
And what do you do with 9?
Depends on what I'm doing with one.
I'm gone again.
No,
I'm trading that one too.
Oh, depends on what I'm doing at one. No, time out.
Fuck it.
Depends on what I'm doing at one. This is what's
I'm trading back both picks.
This is what's so dope, Steve, when it comes down to the draft and quarterbacks. When there are quarterbacks in the draft and there are teams that need quarterbacks, how these coaches be, they are solid and on who they actually want. Period.
Yeah.
No, period. It's not understandable. Well, if I don't get him, I'll get him. It's like, no, I need this person. You get me what I want. If this is what you're trying to see happen. So now what you do, if you have no dog in the fight, but you can control the fight, you control the fight. You let them leverage this or that against each other. Let's say I trade one down. I think that's Washington. Trade one down to Washington. After Washington is New England.
Yep.
And after New England is
Arizona.
Mm-hmm. Arizona is the only team in that 5 that would pick a wide receiver.
No, because the Chargers is looking for a wide receiver too, and they at 5.
Are they?
Yeah.
The Chargers is at 5?
Yeah.
Even still. Let's go 1 through 4. They will battle against each other for who they actually really want. There's no, a lot of the times like I said, we think, well, I just take the next best. No, I want, get me him. I'll take him if I need to, but you get me him. Well, it's going to cost me 2 firsts and a 2.
I'm gone. If to move down one spot,
We've seen it.
give it here.
We've seen it.
I don't want this bum anyway.
We've seen it.
And then I'm probably gonna draft Marvin Harrison there too, because I'm not even gonna.
I play around with it.
Well, if New England ain't jumping, like if they ain't gonna be like, all right, we'll trade you, but if they ain't trade me, I'll take it.
Watch this. You trade down to Washington, and then the Giants drafted 6, right? 6 or 7. And they say, we'll give you this 6 next year's and the 2. You lose out on Marvin Harrison.
I get 6. I get 6 this year,
or you get Neighbors.
I get 6 this year. I get their first round next year, and I get what else?
In the second next year.
I'm gone.
I'm gone.
And I'm not even drafting a Doomsday.
I get Neighbors. Who are you getting?
Joe Alt.
To me, Alt should be gone by then. It's the number 1 offensive lineman.
He won't be gone by then. You got to think. You got 4 quarterbacks leaving.
That's his. Okay.
Well, we got 3 for sure. We got Jaden Daniels. We got your boy Caleb, and we got Drake May.
Right.
Then you got Marvin Harrison.
Okay.
That's going to be 4.
Here we go. Okay.
We at 5.
Giants at 6. Right?
No. LA is at 5. The Giants at 6.
The Rams and Chargers.
The Rams are at 5.
Rams ain't getting no wide out.
You still got Malik Neighbors. You still got Roma Dunze. And they just traded Keenan Allen. They need a wide receiver.
You know what the Rams going to do? They're going to draft a quarterback.
They got Justin Herbert. They don't need a quarterback.
The Rams. You just told me the Rams.
No, I'm talking about the Chargers.
Thank you. Did you hear me say Rams, Steve? And him?
Okay, well, I'm talking about the Chargers.
The Chargers.
The Chargers are at 5.
They will draft a wide out.
They're going to draft a wide out.
They got rid
So if I trade back with New York, I'm getting Joe out.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm getting Joe out. And then I'll trade back 9, and I'll pick up Jackson Powers Johnson. And that solidifies my offensive line.
All right. Oh, no. I see what you're doing there.
And then I'll pick up, because they saying this is the best wide receiver class of all time, bro.
Pretty good.
It's too many wide. I'll pick up some ill shit in the
The
second
number one
round.
player in the draft is Marvin Harrison. I know how folks is talking about Caleb Williams. The number one player in the draft
Is Marvin Harrison
is
Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
I agree.
The can't miss nothing, this or that, is Marvin Harrison Jr.
He outside of injury, he will be a bona fide Hall of Famer.
My thing is, I'm not going to go for the smaller version of what I already have with the idea that maybe this person can get the ball out faster. Honestly, that's something you can teach.
Yes, exactly. That was my argument. What can be taught and what you were born with.
That's something that you can teach. You can teach anticipation.
Yeah.
You can. But with anticipation comes trust. You can't have me sit here and try to trust folks in positions that they should not actually be at.
And you're exactly right, brother.
You can't come back and then say, well, I'm going to get all this in order for your replacement of me judging you off everything
Off
that I did not
being
get in
incomplete.
order.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes zero
fucking
sense.
exactly. I like you said that.
That makes zero sense.
Good answer. Good answer.
For the smaller version of you.
Yes, sir. I like it. I like it. How far would you go back at 9?
See, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I'm moving 9. I'm definitely moving 1. I'm moving 1 to 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
I can't move around from 4 or 5 because according to you, they will probably get a wide out. Only because I want Marvin Harrison Jr. I understand Roma Dunze and Neighbors. I do. I've watched them both. I've watched all the tape on all 3 of them.
They not Marvin Harrison.
They are not.
If I've got the first round pick and I got Justin Fields, I'm leaving this draft with Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's my idea.
I don't know how I'm going to do it. If I got to draft a motherfucker at 1, I'm doing
If
it.
Washington would trade down, give me day 2.
Is he a better prospect than our boy from who was the first wide receiver who was picked at 1? Keyshawn. Is he a better prospect than Keyshawn Johnson was?
Yeah.
Yes.
By far.
Yes. So I will draft him with 1 if I have to.
By far. You swap the demo with Washington. You get their first next year.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't give you a 2,
I got to get a 2. They got 2 second-round picks. I got to get a 2.
Then
Give me my 2 back.
I'm glad you said that. And they did just swap with Fahal, Seattle, to get a 4 and a 6. I need that 2. I need that 4 and a 6.
And Caleb belonged there, being as though he's from DC. It's just perfect for him.
We have 4 draft picks this year. That's not going to help. It's not
enough.
It's not going to give us everything that we need. My thing is, as much folks talk about generational talent and this is the quarterback and this and that or whatever. Football, if I can remember, is like an 11, 12-man sport at one time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Where I've seen people with, I ain't going to say mediocre quarterback play, but very mid win the Super Bowl because the rest of everything else is totally in sync.
Okay, well, being as though we don't have a second-round pick, right?
We don't.
What do you got us doing with that 3rd and 4th round pick that we got? Just to say, for the sake of argument, we don't do any trades. We rock out with the 4 picks we got.
You have to probably in one of those look at a safety. Even though you just picked up the bro from Philly.
We got Byard and we got Simone Biles' husband.
Right. No. One, they played 2 different positions though. They both play safety. They played 2 different positions. One is a free, one is a strong. Simone Biles safety.
And then we picked up one earlier.
Safety.
We picked up one earlier too.
I think that was more so for practice squad. Though.
Oh, okay. Just a depth piece.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta look at that.
You do that with the 2nd round pick? I say we double down that receiver.
No.
Yes.
No, that's why you got Allen.
We all we got is him. We got him. We got Tyler Scott. We got Davis Jones. We got DJ. We add Marvin Harrison, right? we go get Adonai Mitchell or Xavier Leggett.
Do you think they still going to be that in? I don't.
Xavier Adonai might not. Xavier Leggett would definitely be there at 3.
The way that the NFL is now, where everything is vertical, everything is moving this way or that way. Even though the running backs got paid, they got paid first, but they didn't get paid like the running backs.
They ain't moving
get paid.
until after 3. They ain't moving to 3 and back.
I don't know, dog.
You won't see your first running back come off the board until the third round.
I'm saying how the running backs in free agency this year got paid.
Yeah.
With the understanding that everybody is going to be on a rotation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The game is vertical now. You really think those wideouts are going to be there available?
Yes.
In the early third round. This is the
depends on because this is the deepest wide receiver class we ever had. I think a few of them will be there.
Well, I don't know.
You got to think. We talking about 60. We talking about 60. We talking about 60. What 66 players before we get to the third round.
Yeah.
I think so we talking about let's just say we talking about 6 quarterbacks. You know the tackle market is deep too. We talking about edges, we talking about defensive tackles. We got a couple of corners that's solid. Yeah, I think a couple of them will be there, bro. I don't know, dog. I think a couple of them will be there. I think Xavier Leggett would definitely probably fall there. I'm hoping he do. Then we got Jerry Rice's son. He's definitely slated to come out in the third round. This receiver class, it's going this receiver class.
No, don't get me wrong.
It's the deepest ever.
Don't get me wrong. It's solid. If you're scouting correctly, you're gonna find some.
You're gonna find something somewhere.
You're gonna find some gems. My thing is just the whole overall.
Mm-hmm.
If I got the number 1 pick and I'm the Bears,
Yeah.
with what I have right now, with the understanding of, am I looking to win the Super Bowl in 2025, 24, 25, or make sure I'm in order going forward? To me, it's one of the easiest decisions that can ever be made to me. It's like me having the golden ticket and I'm already a millionaire.
I'm trading back.
It helps me more to get the assets of the back end of what I can grab.
Which is what I think he's going to do.
To me, it all points that way in a sense.
And he still might draft the quarterback. It just won't be Caleb Williams.
And that's what I told fam at the gig. I was like, that third round demo. Let's say Joe Mixon get down.
Joe Milton got the strongest arm in the draft.
You think I don't want that? If it's that, I'll take that.
Especially if you're gonna sit behind Justin.
I'll take that and just sit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to swap out 1A or 1B for 1A
for a possible 1A, 1B.
It don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where I can grab 5 for the 1. I'm gonna grab the 5
all day long.
All of us have done nefarious things. You know what I'm saying? To understand the economic dynamic of that.
Why is it that all the people that matter believe he's drafting Caleb Williams? Why is that?
Because that's what they want. It's the narrative that has to be driven.
Why they doing Justin like this, bro? Why they not looking at the whole thing that he didn't have, he didn't have nothing to...
No, because now that kills the narrative that they want to drive. The idea is what Justin does not fit what I like to see. I don't really like to see that. It may get this and that done, but I don't like to see it.
Yeah.
Same way with Lamar Jackson. They didn't want to pay that man this or that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He was like, but they still did. And he won the MVP, playing the same way. Not really throwing for 3,000 yards, my total production of offense, though, ideas, that's harder to coach than someone three step, 5-step drop, let the ball go.
Yeah.
Whether it's interception, incomplete, completion, whatever. We can coach that. Harbaugh flat out said, no, that's our quarterback, and we're going to figure out what however he likes this shit. That's what we going to rock with.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm glued to the televisions. I'm hoping he's smart about it and don't feel pressure to just grab this dude.
Hey, what would make Jake Paul feel pressure to fight Mike Tyson?
Crack. I mean, it's a hell of a payday. He gonna get paid, but it's a clause gonna be in that, bro. He ain't fighting Mike Tyson. It's gonna be like Mike can't hit him in the head or some shit like that.
You really think Mike can stop that?
Yeah, he done it before because he had a who did he fight when he fought Roy Jones? When he fought Roy Jones, he had it to where he couldn't.
The idea was both of them could not do that. Well, this is a little different. If Mike Tyson get punched in the face by Jake Paul,
he ain't gonna fight him for real, bro. He ain't gonna fight him for real, bro. At this age, Mike Tyson would kill Jake Paul, bro. I'm gonna watch it.
Mike Tyson said, I'm going to retire him. I do not like what he's doing.
I'm damn sure going to watch it.
I don't like what he's doing.
I don't think Jake Paul going to go through with the fight. I think they going to build up all this shit, and by the time fight night comes, this is one of two things. Either the man got clauses in there where Mike can't hit him in the head, he only can hit him in the body, or he ain't going to take the fight.
Have you ever seen Mike Tyson knock a nigga out with a devastating body blow?
Yeah, Francois Botha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That motherfucker buckled down.
That shit had to pop in my head.
Hey, that nigga buckled down like, oh shit. Hey, yeah. So whether I can hit you in the head or not.
But that was young Mike. But the one thing you don't lose is power.
Power. In fact, all that shit get harder.
Listen, that man ain't taking that fight, man. He is not finna fight Mike Tyson, bro.
You fighting Mike Tyson.
He say he fighting him.
No, it's on paper. You can buy it right now.
They got advertisements.
You can buy it right now.
Is they in the ring?
You can buy it right now.
Are they in the ring?
You can buy it right now.
Are they in the ring?
Fights are usually what, 6 months? This 6 months.
That man ain't fighting no Mike Tyson.
Fight Mike Tyson.
It's gonna come to fight night, and he gonna be like, I pulled my Achilles. This nigga finna pull a move. He ain't fighting that man. Or he gonna make Mike Tyson pull out, and then you gonna see some bum go in there and take his place. Like, we got a replacement though. Yeah.
I would never suggest fighting Mike Tyson.
Me neither.
I don't give a fuck who or what you are. Nah, I'll be honest with you. Like, we from the era where you know when a nigga is crazy.
Mike Tyson.
Just black out and just.
You know what? I pray this fight happen.
It will. It's done.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I pray it happen because I want to see what happens.
He gonna.
Because Mike training right now.
He gonna kill him.
What is that?
I need glasses. Source something.
Bears trading quarterback Justin Fields to Steelers. Yeah, they've been saying that all week.
No, that's old.
Yeah.
Man,
No, so I'm saying sources been saying that all
That's
week.
not- that's
First it
not-
was Atlanta, and they were talking about the Raiders. No, I'm saying sources been saying a lot of shit. That don't mean it's true, you know. Don't mean it's true.
You just seen this, huh? Let me see. What we got going? Folks want to trade Justin Fields, and the idea to me with that makes, again, no sense. You only have 4 draft picks now. To me, with this move, trading a pick to get someone actually kind of tells your hand that I'm going to trade back to get more.
Not only
watching
that.
these other people that are 2 and 3 trade this to get picks.
Not only that. What happened with Aaron Rodgers? He sat behind Brett Favre. What happened with Tom Brady? He sat. What happened with Patrick Mahomes? Sat. What happened with Jalen Hurts? What happened with the league is showing you that you should not put your rookie quarterback out there to fail. You should let him sit and pick up the game and get all the X's and O's locked in.
Breaking news: Justin Fields has been traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
No, it ain't.
Breaking news: Justin Fields has been traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a 6th-round pick.
No, it ain't.
I just said that. It was sources said what I said.
No, mine says sources. Steelers interested in Bears quarterback Justin Fields.
Breaking news: Justin Fields to the Steelers. Look.
I don't want to look at
Look. Jesus.
I don't want to look at yours.
This is horrible.
Oh my God, bro.
All right, get me off the mic. I'm malty.
Oh my God, bro. That can't be true, man. Please, bro. End of an era. Bears trade Justin Fields. Oh my God. Bro. Damn. Oh my God, man. Can't be true.
Turn me off. Turn this shit off, dog.